The atmosphere inside T-Mobile Arena was electric. Golden Knights fans, draped in gold, roared with anticipation. A sea of white jerseys, a beacon of hope from the state of hockey, stood defiant. Game 2 of the first-round series between the Minnesota Wild and the Vegas Golden Knights was underway. The Wild, seeking to avenge a Game 1 loss, had a point to prove. By the final horn, the only sound that mattered was the echo of a stunned silence from the Vegas faithful. The Wild, fueled by a dominant performance from Kirill Kaprizov and a symphony of scoring from their supporting cast, had tamed the Golden Knights with a resounding 5-2 victory. The tension was thick enough to cut with a skate blade as the puck dropped. Both teams exchanged early blows, testing their opponent's mettle. The Wild, however, were playing with a sense of urgency that was absent in Game 1. They were quicker to pucks, their passes crisper, their shots carrying an extra dose of desperation. Vegas, seemingly caught off guard by the Wild's ferocity, struggled to find their rhythm. The ice, tilted in Minnesota's favor, was about to become a stage for a statement win. The Wild's victory wasn't just a testament to their star power, but a display of their depth and resilience. Every line contributed, every player bought into the game plan, and when the Golden Knights threatened to mount a comeback, the Wild weathered the storm. This was a team transformed, a team united in their pursuit of a Stanley Cup. As the final seconds ticked off the clock, the Wild bench erupted in jubilation, a well-deserved celebration for a team that had stared down adversity and emerged victorious. The game was still young, the tension palpable, when Matt Boldy took matters into his own hands. The young winger, a rising star for the Wild, received a pass from Kaprizov in the slot. With a flick of his wrist, Boldy unleashed a laser of a shot that whizzed past Vegas goaltender Adinhill, sending the Wild faithful into a frenzy. Boldy's goal was more than just the first of the game, it was a statement. It announced to the Vegas crowd and to the hockey world that the Wild weren't going down without a fight. It injected a surge of confidence into the Minnesota bench, a belief that this game, this series, was far from over. The goal also seemed to loosen the grip Vegas had on their own game. The Golden Knights, known for their offensive firepower, appeared momentarily stunned. Their passes became hesitant, their shots lacking their usual accuracy. Boldy's goal had not only given the Wild the lead, but it had also planted a seed of doubt in the minds of their opponents. The Wild, energized by Boldy's early strike, continued to apply relentless pressure. Their forechecking was suffocating, their passing crisp, their shots finding their mark. It wasn't long before their efforts were rewarded once again, this time by the unlikeliest of heroes, Marcus Foligno. The veteran winger, known more for his physicality than his scoring touch, found himself in the right place at the right time, burying a rebound past a sprawling hill. If Boldy's goal was a statement, Foligno's was a testament to the Wild's depth. This wasn't just Kaprizov and the supporting cast. This was a team firing on all cylinders, a team where anyone could be the hero on any given night. The Wild weren't done yet. Mats Zuccarello, the crafty Norwegian, added to the lead with a goal of his own. Receiving a pass from Kaprizov, Zuccarello danced around a Vegas defender before roofing a backhand shot past Hill. The Wild, once trailing in the series, were now in complete control. Their lead extended to an improbable 3-0. While the goals were spread evenly, there was no mistaking the driving force behind the Wild's offensive onslaught. Kirill Kaprizov. The Russian superstar was simply unstoppable, weaving through defenders, creating scoring chances out of thin air, and racking up assists like they were going out of style. Kaprizov wasn't content with just setting up his teammates. He wanted to get in on the scoring action himself, and in the second period, he did just that. Receiving a pass at the blue line, Kaprizov effortlessly glided into the offensive zone, his eyes fixated on the goal. With a quick deke, he sent Hill sprawling, creating an open net for a tap-in goal. Kaprizov's goal was a thing of beauty, a display of speed, skill, and hockey IQ that left the Vegas defense looking utterly bewildered. It was also a backbreaker for the Golden Knights, their hopes of a comeback fading with each passing second. Section 5. Gus stands tall. Gustafsson shuts the door. While the Wild's offense was firing on all cylinders, their defense, anchored by the stellar play of goaltender Filip Gustafsson, was equally impressive. Gustafsson, facing a barrage of shots from the desperate Golden Knights, stood tall, turning aside shot after shot with an almost casual confidence. Time and time again, just as Vegas seemed poised to break through, Gustafsson would come up with a clutch save, robbing them of momentum and preserving the Wild's lead. His performance wasn't just about the number of saves he made, it was about the timing of those saves, the way he seemed to suck the energy out of the building with each passing denial. Gustafsson's performance was a testament to his growth as a goaltender. He was no longer the inexperienced rookie who had shown flashes of brilliance. He was now a bona fide number one, ready to lead his team deep into the playoffs. His calmness under pressure, his ability to make the big save when it mattered most, gave the Wild the confidence to play their game, knowing that their last line of defense was more than up to the task. Section 6, Coach's Corner. Hines praises composure, Cassidy demands better. As the final horn sounded, the contrasting emotions of both benches were palpable. Wild coach Dean Evason, his face beaming with pride, praised his team's composure and resilience. "We talked about sticking to our game plan no matter what," Evason said, and that's exactly what they did. They didn't get rattled, they didn't panic, they just kept working, and that's what won us this game. On the other side of the ice, Vegas coach Bruce Cassidy cut a frustrated figure. His team, known for their high-flying offense and stifling defense, had looked uncharacteristically out of sync. "We didn't manage the puck well," Cassidy lamented. "We gave them too many chances, and against a team like that, you're going to pay the price." Cassidy's frustration was understandable. His team, considered by many to be a Stanley Cup contender, had just been thoroughly outplayed on their home ice. The loss wasn't just a setback in the series, it was a blow to their confidence, a reminder that they were not invincible. Section 7. From Sin City to the State of Hockey series shifts to St. Paul. With the series now tied at 1-1, the action shifts back to the State of Hockey, where the Xcel Energy Center awaits, buzzing with anticipation for Game 3. The Wild, rejuvenated by their impressive victory in Vegas, will be looking to feed off the energy of their home crowd and take a commanding lead in the series. The atmosphere in St. Paul is sure to be electric. Wild fans, starved for playoff success, will be out in full force, their green and gold sweaters creating a sea of support for their team. The roar of the crowd, the chants of "Let's go Wild," will reverberate throughout the arena, creating an atmosphere that is both intimidating and exhilarating. The Wild will need to harness that energy to feed off the passion of their fans as they look to build upon their Game 2 victory. The Golden Knights, wounded but far from defeated, will be looking to steal a game on the road and regain control of the series. Game 3 promises to be a hard-fought, intense battle, a pivotal matchup that could very well determine the fate of this first-round series. Section 8. A statement win. Wild prove they belong. The Wild's victory in Game 2 was more than just a win. It was a statement. It was a message to the Golden Knights, to the rest of the NHL, and perhaps even to themselves, that they were not to be taken lightly. They had arrived in Vegas as underdogs, but they left having earned the respect of their opponents and the belief of their fans. This was a team that had often been accused of lacking the killer instinct, the mental toughness to win in the playoffs. But in Game 2, they showed a different side of themselves. They were relentless, resilient, and utterly unwilling to back down. They embraced the pressure, the adversity, and used it as fuel to power their victory. The win was a testament to their growth as a team, their ability to learn from their mistakes and come back stronger. It was a sign that this Wild team, with its blend of youthful exuberance and veteran leadership, might just be ready to make some serious noise in the playoffs. Section 9. The roar of the state. Wild fans erupt as series evens. Back in Minnesota, Wild fans erupted in jubilation as the final horn sounded in Vegas. Bars and restaurants filled with anxious fans who had gathered to watch the game transformed into scenes of pure ecstasy. Car horns blared in celebration. The streets painted green and gold as fans poured out of their homes, united in their joy. The win was more than just a victory. It was a release, a catharsis after years of playoff disappointments. It was a reminder of why they loved this team, why they filled the Xcel Energy Center night after night, why they wore their green and gold with such pride. The energy was infectious, spreading like wildfire across the state of hockey. From the Iron Range to the Twin Cities, Wild fans reveled in the moment, daring to dream of what this team might accomplish. The journey was far from over, but for one glorious night, the Wild had given their fans a reason to believe, a reason to roar.